Gold Squad TV, Gold Squad TV, Gold Squad TV. Been a quiet last couple of days, man. So I had to recharge. How much sports going on right now, man? Like I'm college balls on right now, but I don't know, man. College basketball right now doesn't really have the same luster that it once did. I don't know if it's just the fact that we're in a pandemic or if it's just, I'm not really seeing there. Like I'll see so many one and dones now. It's like it's hard for me to get really into basketball, the college basketball the way I once did. But let's talk about the pro game. Celtics play the Wizards tonight. The Wizards have won 7 out of 9 games. They're on a roll. Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal look like they finally figured out how to play with each other. And their team is actually starting to play some type of defense. They've been hot since they beat us a couple Sundays ago. I believe it was Super Bowl Sunday. No, it wasn't Super Bowl Sunday, but it might have been the Sunday before Super Bowl Sunday when they beat us by they beat us pretty handily in Washington. Let's put it that way. That said, it's going to be a challenge today, but I actually wanted to bring something up, and I think it's very important. Once Marcus Smart comes back, I think it might be time to put Jason Tatum back at the 4. I know he's a natural 3, but for some reason, ever since he put that extra muscle on, it's not moving around the way I normally am accustomed to seeing Jason get around. I don't know if it's just the fact that that 2 big man lineup doesn't really provide spacing, or if it's just the fact that he added 20 pounds of muscle compared to last year at this time, and he's really having a hard time getting around picks right now. So the reason why I say bring in Smart when Smart comes back, put him in a lineup, simple. I think Marcus has proved long enough now that he's a starter. I don't think he needs to come off the bench. 2, his defense is so important. You see what's happening right now. Our defense isn't all that great. His defense is so important to that lineup. The good thing about Smart, he really is positionless because he's really like a point guard or like a 2 and a 2 body. He's about 6'3", 6'4", but he's built like a house for his. He's built. He knows how to hold his ground. He's an incredible defender. You could legitimately put him at the 3 or put him at the 2. Obviously the 1, but he could defend all 5 positions. I've seen Smart defend all 5. So what that would do is that Marcus is a ball handler. And you see him in the playoffs when we went to the conference finals last year and we had that lineup of Tice, Tatum, Brown, Smart, and Kemba. We were successful until we had to go against the Heat. Now, here's my remedy to this. I think Tice is a nice player, but I don't think he needs to be in the lineup. I think he's on his last year of his deal. He's probably going to be gone after this year, and the Celtics need to start thinking about what's going to happen, what's going to be like life after Tice. You know what I mean? No disrespect to him. I think he's a good player. He stepped up after that horrible start to the season. However, I think he's expendable at this point. And I just think being that he's on a contract year, I think that you need to start grooming Timelord, man. Timelord's really the guy that should be starting. I think if you're not playing Miami, right, Timelord should be starting. So it should be Timelord, Tatum, Brown, Smart, Walker. But if you're playing Miami, then you put Thompson, Tatum, Brown, Smart, Kemba. I think you need to stick to that lineup. The 2 big man lineup doesn't work. You need space. Marcus Smart is able to provide space with his 3-point shooting. His ability to shoot and his ability to play make allows Kemba to play off the ball, which makes Kemba a lot more lethal. And also allows the ball to move around more and allows guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to get buckets that always happen to create their own shot. This year, they've done a really good job of creating their own shots, but it's not generating in victories only because we're missing a guy that would help take the pressure off. Now, as for our bench, Tice will be the first guy off the bench. Ideally, Tice or Thompson would be 1-2, 1A, 1B. First guys off the bench, depending on the lineups. And then after that, you would have Pritchard, Naismith, Ojale. Not a great bench, but, try to figure something out here. And maybe we add some depth in the deadline. I don't know. But at least our first 7 or 8 are established, right? You really only need 10 players pretty much to establish pretty much what you're going to roll with in the playoffs. So right now, we need to see which role players are going to be willing to step up more consistently in the meantime until the playoffs. That said, I do think Timelord needs to start. And if Timelord's not going to start, Thompson needs to start. And Tice needs to come off the bench the rest of the season. No more double big man lineups. Right now, you're doing it. I get it. You don't have Smart. But when Smart comes back, Smart needs to be a starter. It's just too valuable to not be a starter. And whatever you do after that, we'll just figure it out. But I just think right now, Tatum is much quicker than your normal fours. So a power forward's not going to be able to defend Jason Tatum. A small forward won't be able to defend him. They have a little bit better time, a little bit more easier time defending him at the 3 than they do at the 4. Now, like I said, I think he's missing a little bit of a step. Or I just think it's maybe, George, just a lack of space. It just seems like it's just a lack of spacing with those big men on the floor. When you got two big guys on the floor, it's so hard to space. So, Gold Squad TV, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Peace.